Why do you need a doctorate to be a physical therapist? Because there's a lot to learn, and just as importantly, a lot to forget. Memory does not hold on to everything for free. It tends to shrink wrap around the stuff you use regularly, and anything you don't revisit starts to fade. This creates a unique kind of stress, realizing you should know something, but you don't. That gap carries an emotional penalty. Sometimes you solve it by looking it up, but it's easy to procrastinate. But as long as it remains unsolved, it continues to generate friction. And when those gaps impact patient care, the stakes feel even higher. Now, with being a PT, you might expect your competence to steadily increase over time as you keep practicing. But forgetting is a powerful opposing force. If you don't actively invest in maintaining and upgrading your knowledge, you can truly move backward. You can be a worse PT today than you were last year. Now, let's say you are in the boat where you have forgotten a lot of stuff you probably should know. Where do you start? Same principles apply. Look for the highest return opportunities. Focus on the knowledge gaps that create the most discomfort and have the biggest impact on your care. Probably don't start by rememorizing the brachial plexus. That's a lot of effort for a relatively low immediate return compared to other things. And while you can handle this overall concept however you want, I'll share my strategy with you. I have a running to learn list. Whenever I notice a gap while working with a patient, I take a few seconds to write it down. If it makes you feel better, I have a pretty long list. Then, when I choose to invest in learning, I pick something from that list that feels high impact and I work on it using whatever resources make sense. Searching online, watching videos, reviewing material, or taking a course. And when I do, I don't just relearn it, I try to learn it more thoroughly with the goal of remembering it even better this time around. In exercise, there's a concept called supercompensation, where your body rebuilds stronger after the stress. You can approach learning in the same way. Each gap you uncover becomes an opportunity to come back stronger if you engage with it properly. Forgetting is inevitable, but if you respond to it by investing in your knowledge, it can become a driver for growth instead of a source of stress. And over time, it reduces the burden of feeling like you don't quite know what you're doing and the burden of poor outcomes. Do not just think of continuing education as taking CEUs for your license. Learning is a precious act of self-care. It's emotional burden reduction.